covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV 23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to High Plains Today. It is Friday, October 9th. I hope you're having a great day. We are back out here at the 3i Show in Dodge City, America, and I am joined in our first segment today by my good friend, Mr. Mike Lusky. He is the general manager of KJIL / KHYM, or I'm going to say KHYM for short, because that's what we know it of. It's a Christian radio station that broadcasts out of Meade. Mm-hmm. Did I get all that right?
You got it right.
I mean, you wear so many hats at that station, I can't ever keep you straight.
Hey, one of my favorite hats to wear is doing mornings on KJIL. So if I wasn't able to still do that, I'd be going nuts. But.
You would. Yes, you and Delvin Kinzer are the morning guys on KJIL.
Yes, we are.
I've known you and Delvin for a very long time, and you guys get along just pretty fair.
We do, working together for as long as we have now, and I've worked together with other folks previously in Oklahoma City before we moved out here. And I say out of all those folks, he's the one that I work best with. I was going to say get along with best. That's not always true. So we have a good time in the morning, so I hope you'll tune in 99.1 on
99.1 on the FM dial. Yeah, you guys cover a very, very broad area.
We do. God's been good over 23 years to take what was started, just one signal at KJIL 99.1, 100,000 watts, covering Liberal, Dodge, and Garden. But God wanted more, and 23 years later, we have 10 full power stations, 40 translators in parts of 4 states, and it's just Him. You guys know us. We're not smart enough to pull something like that off.
That's true.
So
It's
not.
all
God.
He's not, everybody. He may act like he is, but he's not. No, just kidding. Okay, so you are the general manager at KJIL / KHYM.
Yes.
Now, you have, like you said, you just celebrated 23 years of having your studio there in Meade.
Yes.
And you have some other stuff coming up, though. You got a couple of concerts that are coming up. You've got another fundraiser that's coming up for the station and all that good stuff. So what's your take on all that? Tell me about that.
Well, it's just our opportunities to reach out and give back when we can. We just did 2 clergy appreciation luncheons with Dennis Swanberg. He's a Christian comedian, pastor, and Dr. Swanberg just came and blessed us with his humor. And encouraged so many pastors over the last 2 days. So those are our opportunities to reach out and give. Coming up October 25th, Dodge City, here at the United Wireless Arena, we have Matthew West.
And you can see it. If you look, it's just like right over there.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And it is a wonderful facility, and we hope you will take advantage of it. Come fill every seat. Matthew West, Francesca Battistelli, a great show with KJIL. That's October 25th. You can go to our website, KJIL991.com, for ticket information. We hope that you would. Of course, we have a Christmas show scheduled here in Dodge with Mark Schultz, and everybody loves Mark Schultz.
Mark Schultz, he's a favorite.
And if you don't know Mark Schultz and you're just thinking a Christmas show, I'd love to come to a Christmas show. Just come. I mean, we'll have ticket information later in October and November, and of course, end of the year, very important to a listener-supported Christian radio ministry like Great Plains Christian Radio. And
well, that's one thing you got to mention, because Great Plains Christian Radio is nonprofit.
We are a nonprofit. So it takes a lot of folks, a lot of generous, loving, kind folks with that vision for ministry, and it has since before the 23 years, and ongoing through the 23 years, to fully fund, and to pay the bills, and to watch it happen year after year is just amazing, and it's a testament to those who want to invest in their Christian radio station, and so we thank him. We thank you. And we look forward to hearing you here at the end of the year, getting us caught up for the budget and on track for 2016.
So let's go back to the concert that's coming up on the 25th. Okay. Give me those names again, because one of them was really, and there's no way I can pronounce it.
Okay. Matthew West.
That one I can do. Matthew West I can do.
Okay. And then a lovely lady named Francesca Battistelli, the girl's
Francesca
lover.
Battistelli?
Battistelli.
Okay.
Yeah, or just call her Franny B.
Franny B. I can do that too.
Oh, and there's the incredible Mr. Talkbox. He's going to be part of the show too.
All right. What is the incredible Mr. Talkbox? What does he do?
He's the funk side of the show, so you need to come. if you come for anything, come for
Yeah, I look like a funk
Yeah.
guy, don't I?
Mr.
Yeah.
Talkbox is there for you, Chris.
Mr. Talkbox. Okay. All right. In the minute we got left, promote KJIL to me. Let me know what goes on there
Okay.
and what you guys do.
It's a blend of contemporary Christian music, mostly music, but we feature a few great programs like Charles Stanley, Family Life Today, Focus on the Family, some ministry that's in there with the music. And the music itself is ministry. You hear that, you guys play just the right song at just the right time. That wasn't us doing it. That was the Lord doing it for you. But the music, just the messages in the music, they're incredible. They're there to encourage you. The same on KHYM. So we hope you'll take advantage of listening to 99.1 or 103.9 when you're out here in Southwest Kansas. Give us a chance.
And of course, you can also listen to Mike and Delvin Kinzer in the mornings because they're the morning guys.
That's right.
All right.
And we love you. We love you.
There
We
you
love
go.
hanging out with you. Chris, we love you too, bud.
You know what? You're one of my favorite guys. I miss seeing you on a more regular basis.
Well,
Thanks for coming by today,
you're
Mike.
welcome. Thank
All
you,
right.
Chris.
And stick around. We're going to be back with Arron Baugh from the Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Welcome back. I am now joined by Arron Baugh. He is a wildlife biologist with the Kansas Department of Wildlife, Parks, and don't forget tourism.
That's right. Don't forget tourism.
We don't want to make the tourism part
Yeah,
we don't want to make them
leave
upset.
out.
We don't
That's
make them upset. And Arron, you are based here in Dodge City, correct?
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, tell me, for those people out there that don't know, and I might be one of them, but tell me what a wildlife biologist does.
Well, as a private lands wildlife biologist, I work mostly with private landowners with any kind of wildlife issues they may have on their property. That say they may want more habitat for pheasants, or they may really like deer on their property, so they may want more habitat for deer. I work with them, but I also work with the farmers and ranchers out there on different kinds of conservation practices too that they may be wanting to put in on their property.
All right. Now, what about if somebody has a problem with, say, too much wildlife, too many deer, something like that? Now, do they get a hold of you guys for those types of situations too?
Yeah, there's wildlife biologists all around the state. We are all assigned different counties there, but they could call our Dodge City office and find out who the biologist that covers their county is, and then they can meet with them and discuss their issues. Or if it's one of the counties that I cover, they can talk to me directly, and we can see what we can do to help them out.
So you're mainly going out into the field and actually going out and beating the bushes and seeing what's out there and what types of things are needed or not needed?
There is a lot of field work involved with it, but we also just provide a lot of technical service too. Tell landowners, how it is, what they need to do to improve their habitat, or in certain cases get rid of wildlife too.
So are you guys involved? I know there is a lot of walk-in hunting ground, especially in Southwest Kansas. I mean, there's a lot of acres for that. Now, are you guys involved with that also?
We are. We have over 1 million acres statewide that we enroll in the public access walk-in hunting program for hunting purposes there. And one of our new programs that we have that's kind of going along with the CRP sign up and the re-enroll period for the CRP program is called our Voluntary Public Access Program. And it's a new program that we have. It's going to be an upfront payment, and it's also going to provide incentives for landowners to put ground into the CRP program. So if individuals are interested in that, they can contact their local wildlife biologist or our office here in Dodge and learn more about that. But it's a new program we're really excited about, and it's going to provide a lot of funding to individuals in the area.
So along with all that, now everybody thinks, when they think, and you've got it on your shirt, Kansas Wildlife and Parks, Fish and Wildlife Division, don't forget the tourism people, but, everybody right away probably thinks game warden.
That's right.
That's the thing. Game warden. You're the guy that's out there checking the guns, checking the hunting license, checking the deer tags, all that kind of stuff. But you guys really don't get involved in that part of it, do you?
No. My side of the agency does not get involved in the law enforcement side. That's different. We have private lands biologists like myself. We have fisheries biologists that take care of our lakes and streams. And, we don't have too many streams with water in western Kansas. But in other parts of the state,
like Meade State Park.
With all the rain we received last May there, a lot of our lakes are full or have water in them there, so our fisheries biologists and hatchery staff have been busy stocking those lakes there. But we also have public lands managers that manage our state-owned wildlife areas around the area.
So you guys are really, more or less, you do pretty much everything else that the game warden guys don't do.
Yeah.
You guys are out beating the bushes, counting the birds, counting the deer, all that kind of stuff, and getting the projections going.
That's right. There is a lot of that goes on in the state, so we do have our game wardens that help us out on that stuff too. But as a private lands biologist, most of my work is specifically with habitat and wildlife species.
Great. You know what? I learned a bunch today. These guys are out there, but you don't really know they're out there. And if anybody wants to get into knowing more about the conservation side of everything on land management and those types of things, they need to get a hold of you.
That's right. They can contact us at 620-227-8609. That's our office here in Dodge City.
And we'll put a link to that on our webpage and everything else. All right, Arron, thanks for coming by today.
No problem. Glad you invited us.
And we'll be back with the National Weather Service right after this. And welcome back. I am now joined by Jeff Hutton. He is the warning coordinating meteorologist with the National Weather Service right here in Dodge City, America. Thanks for joining us today, Jeff.
Yeah, nice day for it, too.
It is, yeah.
Only 66 degrees right now. Look at that sunshine.
A little
with rain.
wind out of the northwest, just a little bit. It's not bad. That wind, the rain wasn't as much as the other day. So do you got, on days like this, being with the National Weather Service, do you go, oh, yeah, we did this?
Yeah. Sure, all the time. Mother Nature's very humbling. So, it's like, we'll take this one. We did have a chance.
Yeah.
We didn't have a 100% chance, but we had a chance it was going to happen. So.
Yes.
But,
well, you hit it pretty close. You said,
yeah.
okay, the line's going to come down through Dodge City, and it's going to move south, and it missed Garden City and Liberal. And, hey, you got that right.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I mean, we knew that the most rain would be north central, east central Kansas, but we got a pretty good share of it. Some areas, actually, I saw about a half an inch.
Yeah, and the Royals got wet last night, too. Everybody was saying, oh, no, it's not going to rain, and then all of a sudden during the game,
popped
boom,
up right over them.
Yep, ba-bam.
And that's the way it is. We don't know where it's going to pop up. Is it right over the stadium? Is it a mile south? Mile south, they're no big deal.
All right, so let's get into that. Everybody, because the National Weather Service, weathermen, I'm sure people that know you go, you missed that. I mean, that's the big thing. How many times you go, you got that wrong?
Not that many. Because a lot of people do understand the complexity of it. When you're talking about showers, I mean, it's hit and miss here, there.
Oh, sure. And out here when it gets hot and everything, and then you can just see them start bubbling up, and then they go around. And so how do you guys go about predicting the weather? All right, give me the dummy version for me.
You have a finger.
Okay.
You wet the finger. You stick it in
like
the air.
This?
Yeah.
I know the way, and I'm looking at these flags over here, and they're going like this.
We cannot give you our trade secrets. I'm sorry.
All right, all right.
No, it is complex. We look at satellite. We use computer models that simulate what the atmosphere is going to do, but there's so much complexity to it. It's not an accurate science. An inaccurate science is what we call it. Because there's like, what they said, trisadillion. It's like a one.
A trisadillion.
Yeah, one with 40 zeros after it, or 44 zeros. So one with 44 zeros. That's how many molecules are out there. And we're trying to track that many molecules across the globe. That's impossible.
Well, yeah, and recently with Hurricane Joaquin, I mean, the same type of deal. Everybody said, oh, it's heading for the East Coast. And yes, they got a lot of rain, but it actually turned and went back out.
And actually, all that rain was not with the hurricane, believe it or not. The hurricane, had it actually come ashore, would have been just that much worse, probably further north. But especially when they're wandering around across warm waters, we don't know where it's going to go. I mean, really.
But you guys got a lot of cool graphics that show you where you think it's going to go.
Yeah, we do the best we can, yeah. For Kansas, it's the Rocky Mountains to the west, the high terrain. Dry air coming off the high terrain, the moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico being deflected to the east. Cold air coming down from the north. We got the Palmer Divide. We've got all kinds of
whoa.
Yeah,
What's the Palmer? What is the Palmer Divide?
Go from Goodland to Colorado Springs, goes through Lyman. North of it, everything flows to the north. South of it, everything flows to the south. So there's a ridge right there. If you went from drive from Denver to Colorado Springs, you actually go uphill and then downhill. And so in the wintertime especially, in wintertime especially, cold air will get dammed up on the north side, then it'll spill over. Once it does, then things start working really fast. So,
all right, let me ask you this now. Being with the National Weather Service, and we've pretty much gotten through severe weather season, I'm thinking, right?
We could still have a little bit.
But the majority of it is out of here. So, I mean, is that the National Weather Service, being at the National Weather Service here in Dodge City, is that your big busy time of year?
Sure. I mean, we've got 27 counties we produce warnings for, or will provide warnings and forecasts. So the biggest time of year is probably mid-April to mid-June. But then the summertime, we get a lot of summertime activity. Here in the fall, right now it's going to be drying out for a little bit, but we'll start looking for freezes and maybe freezing rain events, snow events. So it'll ramp up again.
So it's going to be time to start looking for the winter storms that are going to, come in down from the north? Or?
Well, actually, we had a pretty good system across New Mexico that is actually moving south into Mexico and then eventually west to Baugh. Had it actually come to the Panhandle, we'd had 3 or 4 inches of rain. We'd be sitting in mud
Shut up,
right
really?
now. Yes. So that type of system, if it returns in the wintertime, that's when we're going to get.
That's where we're going to get a lot of snow then, aren't we?
So we look for them to come up out of the panhandle, and that's when they really will dump on us.
So, being in Southwest Kansas, is that where the majority of our weather comes from? Comes up out of the Southwest.
A big system would
like
come
that?
out of it. Yeah.
Okay.
We call the golden rule, or the golden track, if you will, would be south of Amarillo, would come up towards maybe Ponca City, Oklahoma, southeast Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
That's the golden track, and when that happens, we get a lot of precipitation.
You got the golden track, you got the Palmer Divide, which is kind of like a weather thing, not like the Continental Divide, but the Palmer Divide.
Yeah. And don't forget the tricidillion number of molecules that are out there. 44 zeros on top of a 1. Are you kidding me?
That's a lot of molecules.
2.5 quintillion bytes of information we try to process. That's the Library of Congress spit out 3 times every second. We're trying to track it. I'm not kidding you. That's how much information is being thrown at us to simulate or to figure out what the heck's going to happen.
And you've got to get it all on there and out to the public.
Right. Get useful information that somebody can to make a decision.
Sure.
You know, am I going to plant tomorrow? I'm going to harvest tomorrow. Is it going to be a week?
Am I going to take a coat to the football game tonight?
Exactly. I think based on 66 degrees right now,
I think you might want to throw a hoodie in the car. Jeff, thanks for coming by today.
You bet,
this was
anytime.
cool. I got to come see you more often.
Very good.
All right, we'll be back with more right after this. And we are back at live at the 3i Show here in Dodge City on this Friday, October 9th. Now remember, earlier in the week, I told you about a promotion that we have going on at KJIL TV 23. We're going to give away every Friday for the month of October. We're going to give away $100 to a listener. Now, to win that $100, you have to go to our Facebook page. You like the drawing for the $100. You share that with friends. You can email us also. Mail, I'm sorry. Then you can go through, and every Friday we're going to draw a winner for the $100. Now, the $100 is not won this week. Then it's going to be tacked on to next week. Now, in order to win the $100, we're going to draw a name. We're going to announce that name here in like a matter of seconds. We're going to put up an 800 number. You have to call the station on that number, leave your name and address, and then we will get back to you. And you have to do that by 11:59 on Sunday night in order to claim the prize. Like I said, if the prize is not claimed, it's going to roll back to next Friday. Now, the winner for today is Linda Briggs. She is from Johnson, Kansas. So, Linda, you have until 11:59 on Sunday night to call our 800 number that is on the screen and let us know that you saw the show and claim that $100. Now, if Linda does not claim that $100, like I said, it is going to roll to next Friday, and next Friday's drawing will be worth $200. I want to thank my guest today, Mike Lusky. He is the general manager for KJIL, KHYM, Great Plains Christian Radio in Meade, Kansas. They cover 4 states out here. I really appreciate him coming on. Arron Baugh from the Department of Wildlife and Parks. And then we had Jeff Hutton from the National Weather Service. I learned some stuff. There's a number out there that is entirely too big for me to understand. Anyway, thanks for joining us today. Have a good Friday, everybody.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV 23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.